Papua New Guinea National REDD+ Strategy from 2017 to 2027. Before we start with our main discussion for today, just some few heads up on the country's natural resources status. Papua New Guinea is one of the countries in the world with fascinating geographical features, starting from white sandy beaches to blue oceans, amazing waterfalls, rivers, and tropical rainforests, from the high and lowlands with unique species of fauna and flora, including natural resources like renewable and non-renewable resources. The country is rich with resources, and there has been a lot of demand to the extraction of those natural resources, resulting in the destruction of the geography and the environment itself. One of the main driving forces to this problem is the result of increase in population growth that is putting pressure on the natural environment, causing people to extract more to meet the world's demand, which in turn lead people into forgetting the fact that everything takes time to grow and reproduce. As a result of such inconsiderable behavior, there are many problems such as deforestation, extinction of certain species, pollution, biodiversity loss, and relating to other problems such as climate change. Due to such pressing issues on climate change causing people to come up with ways to address them, and one of which is our government in collaboration with other international organizations and agencies like United Nations to set up laws or policies to address these problems in a sustainable way for our benefit and the benefit of our future generations. In Papua New Guinea alone, there were many laws or policies set in place to manage our natural biodiversity. And for this discussion, we will focus on the National REDD+ Strategy, which is mainly focused in addressing the forest sector and how to preserve the forest resources, since the country has a significant intact area of tropical forest covering 77.8% of the forest land area. Our forests in particular are some of the most extensive and are highly diverse and rich in biodiversity. Our lowland forests have been ranked among the world's most ecologically distinctive forest regions, and our montane forests are globally significant for their regional scarcity and levels of endemicity. Collectively, the country's forest contains 197 species of mammal, of which over 80% are endemic, 750 species of birds, of which over 50% are endemic, 300 species of reptile, and 197 species of amphibians. The National REDD+ Strategy is a framework created by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Conference of the Parties to guide activities in the forest sector that reduces emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, as well as the sustainable management of forests and the conservation and enactment of forest carbon stocks in developing countries. The National REDD+ Strategy was negotiated by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in 2005 and was later launched in 2017. Here is a short video of the first ever launching of this national strategy in Port Moresby. It was reported by MTV News.
This is the first ever national REDD+ strategy to address climate change in Papua New Guinea. The launching was witnessed by UNDP's Director for Asia and Pacific, Haoliang Shu. Mr. Shu congratulated stakeholders led by the Climate Change Development Authority for creating this strategy, which reflects the growth of Papua New Guinea. Not only that, but the enormous support by the national government.
The main aim of the REDD+ strategy is to encourage developing countries to contribute to the climate change mitigation efforts through reducing greenhouse gas emissions by slowing, altering, and reversing forest loss and degradation, and also increasing removal of greenhouse gases from the Earth's atmosphere through the conservation, management, and expansion of forests. To recap on this discussion, there are a lot of things to talk about, but our main focus was on the National REDD+ strategy itself, including its establishment and a contribution towards the signatory states like Papua New Guinea.
This REDD plus mechanism will deliver multiple benefits in all sectors, as well as mitigating to climate change, supporting livelihoods, maintaining vital ecosystems, and preserving the biodiversity.
To finish off today's discussion, we recommend that in order to achieve PNG's emission reduction targets and to safeguard the future of this asset, this strategy must not stop the process of economic and social development, but ensure that the country's forests are utilized in ways that are in line with the principles of responsible and sustainable development so that it delivers maximum short-term and long-term benefits to the people of Papua New Guinea. Before I go, I would like to leave you with a quote, and I quote, "Reversing deforestation is complicated, but planting trees is simple," end quote.